Okay, this video is to demonstrate how this video is to demonstrate the workflow for defining tasks and allocating or offering work to members of the Virtual Assistance Service Excellence team, okay, the VASE project. So I will, in the first instance, create a video like this that's got some jobs in it, some tasks that I want completed. I create the link and then I send that link to my Trello site where alerts then get sent to the members of the team on that Trello site. Okay, so people will get an alert, beep, 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 beep. You've got potential work if you want it, okay? And then the first responders, so the people to respond within the service level agreement to bid for that work can say, yes, I'm available. I won't get into the weeds right now because I've got shit to do, okay? But that's a placeholder for follow-up later for me to do, okay? So, but also it explains it to people, I think, in simple terms, what is expected of team members and how the workflow works in terms of I upload a video to YouTube, okay, I then I put that link to the video on YouTube onto Trello, okay, and there the first port of call is the admin and control team get that, they watch the video, okay, and in parallel to that, the video link, when it's added to Trello, triggers an alert to be sent to all of the members of the team going, hey, somebody here, this is a request for service. You know, like La Concierge, when you go to a hotel and hit the bell, ding, that's exactly what's going to happen, but in the virtual sense and using the technology that I'll demonstrate in this and other videos. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to, in the next episode, this episode is how things are to be done, at least a couple of steps. The next episode is what needs to be done. So next will be the actual task list. I do not have the time right now because I've got urgent jobs that I need to get done to make the video and do the job in parallel and be ignored by members of my team, okay? So once a person signs on for the volunteer traineeship, okay, they'll get free training, okay, but that'll be switched off immediately if they do not deliver their end of the bargain, right? Because I've had so many chances at this. I've trained people. They've gone on to earn thousands of euros a day, some of them, consequent to the training and mentorship that I have provided decades ago. And yet, here I am still struggling to delegate when I have a conflict of interest, when I have a conflict of tasks. Okay, so right now, what's my problem? I've got a cryptocurrency portfolio that I have to monitor, and I have to monitor that when something is happening. If you like Test cricket, right, you will understand that Test cricket goes for 5 days. And there's a lot of time where seemingly nothing much is happening. They're scoring runs at a low rate, yada, yada, yada. Then there will be some event like a change in the weather, deterioration of the seam, I don't know. The ball starts moving about a bit and there's a 6 for 30 incident and a crumbling and a crashing out of the team because circumstances have changed. During those times and periods, fishing, for example, when the tide changes or when the fish go on the bite, when the temperature of the water changes, you know, one needs to respond. In my case, I need to respond right now to the crypto market, only there's a problem. I also need to get some heart medication big time to a person that I'm caring for. What's the priority? Well, is it a life and death? No. How confident are you? Not very. Then you better stop making the video, do the fucking job, and then come back. Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to have to do. I don't have the bandwidth, but what I had hoped to do, wouldn't it be great right now if I could say to someone, look, I want you to make a video of me going to the pharmacy and getting this job done. Why? So the next person can watch that video and go, oh, okay, I know what's required here exactly, because here's a video of the job being done as I want it done, how it needs to be done. So there can't be any ambiguity about what's required, can there? Well, of course there can, but there's a happy workflow. So all other things being equal, and if nothing else happens to thwart the process, it should run very similar to how I go to the pharmacy on behalf of my customer, collect the medication, okay, and at the same time, can I manage the crypto? No, I cannot, okay. However, duty calls. Now, duty calls all right, that's the priority all right. I cannot obfuscate my obligation to my customer. However, that potentially could cost me millions and millions of dollars. Millions. It could cost me. It has before. So how do I, in terms of lost opportunity, not being able to hedge my bets, not be able to buy or sell when I want to? Holding is okay, and that's a good part of what I do, which is my reference to Test cricket. Sit there, nothing much happening, but when it does, it is a case of drop everything, or is it? No. It's about resourcing that situation, right, to mitigate the stress that's going to be caused, the heart attacks literally that are going to be caused by my not doing my job, you know, or my having to be in two places at once. How do I arrange that? Well, I delegate. How? I have a product and service called the Virtual Assistant Service Excellence Project. I have teams under the auspices of that project. One of the teams is called the Thai team. Another one is called XYZ, right? And that'll be Muggins. And I'm a member of the Thai team as well, right? Chairman and CEO and shit kicker, bottle washer, you know, 2IC to the senior fucking shit kicker, right? So I'm saying that now I've got to do this task. If I were paying, right? If I were paying for this service and I was not able to delegate on demand, I'd be fucking furious, and I am. Why? Because I need to be in two places at once. I thought I had coverage for it, but I don't. And if I've paid for someone to pick up the phone within 4 rings and they don't, that fucking person could be liable for millions. That person's fuck up could cost me millions. So I'll have a second layer of support. The first layer fucked up, the second layer, that's me, the boss, having to go and get his fucking hands dirty in the muck and run an errand for his fucking mother when he could have been making millions of dollars on crypto, you know, or losing millions of dollars on crypto. Now, to mitigate it, I have tried to get people across the fucking planet to do these menial tasks for me, even if it's fucking scheduling, and I cannot get it done. And people are screaming Odesk, people are screaming Fiverr, people are screaming Gumtree. You know what? If you want to get it done, you've got to do it your fucking self.